that time once again. One where we can just sit down and enjoy the day ahead of us, mainly because... Not because it's a Monday, but because there's an episode of Yuru Camp. It's always going to put a cheer in my step, being able to see someone actually enjoy the outside when I'm so confined here. But also, since we have seen a solo adventure go quite well, the team making plans for a group activity, somewhat setting off on it as well. How far are they going to get before they run into any issues? How much sake is going to be brought along? But hopefully, you're going to enjoy some Yuru Camp, some fun times out in the countryside. So, sit down, get yourselves a drink, and let's begin. Oh, it looks almost frosted on the tops of those trees there in the distance. I mean, it looks like she could have done with some sleep, though. The true reason why they need to go. I mean, they've been before, but I still fear a little this entire group. And they're off. Good thing they didn't start the journey by crashing into one of the bollards that was in front of the house. Do you have an itinerary and a plan of action? She does not look well. Any sort of like geothermic activity to warm up the waters of the area? Oh, that's cool. Finally, someone points it out. Is she going to now just have to rest on the journey there? Didn't take long. In fact, it's probably best for everyone that she's completely out cold. Yeah, if I could sleep through the journeys, I think I wouldn't mind travelling. But her getting all worked up about the time that they're gonna have, the fun with all of her friends and whatnot. It would be a lie if I said that I didn't get excited and not be able to sleep because of certain things. And then for it to really be a detriment the next day. We can still laugh at characters when they do it. And obviously now I see the bit in the opening where she is just completely zonked out in the car. Understandable why now. Are they gonna meet her along the way, or is she going to meet them actually there? What was the plan for that one? Huh, just a little inlet. Hopefully the actual sediment there is relatively stable, because you don't want those buildings being washed away in like 50 years. Wonder if they're hungry. How? How? She was not keeping good grip on that thing. Almost fell in, almost was fish food herself. I do like the tree coverage on that. And Nadeshiko is missing the entire thing. There's no waking her. I mean, she is fully awake, yes. I mean, them being able to actually just enjoy the trip and talk to each other. I'm not sure which one I would actually prefer. On one hand, it's not have any sort of responsibility whatsoever, and you can just sleep in a van. Or the other is the bit of solace and her driving by herself. Crayfish? Hmm. Was there some sort of story, but I touched that there. I'm guessing if they're advertising wasabi, this actual proper wasabi there and not the substitute. I have actually had true wasabi and not just coloured horseradish. It is quite nice. I'd say it's probably worth the extra price if you can. You almost certainly have to see them grate it in front of you or do it yourself. Ah. Hmm. An almost private little private area here where they can just enjoy the waves. Ah. They came at the wrong time then if they're wanting an easy drive. I guess that would be one thing about Japan is the festivals and things like this would cause a bit of boon in tourism, whether it be people from outer. While she was stuck in the traffic and having to just sit there, she's going to enjoy it all. A fair way away. Is there a story behind that anchor? Was it like on the last journey of a ship? So we donated it here as a monument. She almost sounded enthusiastic with that little speech there about the black ships. Are they there? We're now heading home. Perfect. Are they able to hide their joking eyes? If If it was anyone else, maybe you would actually somewhat believe it, but those two, no. Never take it on face value, whatever they say. She took quite a scenic route. She doesn't even know what life is right now. Her world has been flipped upside down. That is one way to completely reset her, though. Just give her some food. I mean, it does look like a nice burger and a bit of camembert in there. Personally, I prefer brie. Then again, you can never really beat just classic like cheddar in a burger. She missed so much. You have to drive back now just to find some. The sights and fun that she missed out on. Just keep laying it on her. The main ones, take some pictures. Mm. It's terrifying, those two. You just have to essentially take the opposite of whatever they're saying as fact. Do they need the massive bottle of olive oil? And how much are they going to grab for all of this trip and any souvenirs and the like? Someone's enjoying themselves. There's a danger, though. Look what's on the table. She's cracking. You have to distract her and distract her fast. It's good that they actually went prepared, thought about what they'll actually be making. Does she need to be, Shinji get into the Ava kind of thing? A money-saving objective to be able to... I mean, it's a good plan. If she's meant to be an advisor and make sure to keep them safe, push it onto her. Make it seem like it's her idea. Perfect. Love it when a good plan comes together. The mastermind at work. Just leave everything to her. Is it kind of off the... It's not an actual camping site, but... I see. I wonder if there are any camping ban type things or any laws and the like around here. I'm actually going to have to look into that because I have no idea. Ah, but you were told... The landowner themselves. Well, their entire plan here has changed. The city is and the owner are at odds there. Huh. The pain of trying to achieve a good photo. There are some really nice natural landmarks and the like. I was going to say, for instance, the Giant's Causeway for one of them, which actually somewhat resembles that. That is almost concerning that I was thinking of the Giant's Causeway when before that one came up. It's going to be a little difficult for them. Now it's going to have to be delayed by a little bit. If they arrive too late, there'll be no one to see them in. Reliving a terrible memory for them. I like in her mind, yeah, she was the one that was put up in the luggage rack. Hmm. Not only are they catching up, but solved. Hmm. That's lucky. They'll have to pay them back tenfold for finding them the campsite there. And then work your way back. Is she making this entire route on the fly? Kind of impressive. As long as none of those roads are... She also made sure to have time for prep work and everything like that. No. The best laid plan's about to be derailed. Would you want a picture taken in front of a orange juice sign? Oh no. She picked up herself a little gift. That looks kind of cool. Built amongst the trees. I mean, if you ever wanted a tree house, just a little more architecturally sound. Just a plateau. Hmm. If the grass itself has that silvery sheen over it, some nice bit of flora. I think slightly off-put by the wind turbines, but Some people like that. They're wrong, but some people like that. The good thing about rolling hills like this and open flat land full of just, well, fields and lined with trees, there is magnitudes of them around here. One good thing about the east of England. Mate. She's joining in on this game. I see. It's a good thing she slept in the car, otherwise there'd be no challenges. They're already leaving without her, but she's, getting the work in, making sure the shoes are up tight and stretching. She's been preparing a small bit of light exercise. You're about to be left in the dust. Well, she's not going easy on them. As long as she doesn't trip, fall, and damage herself on the way up. The two routes, there's run to the top or the slow, chill side of it. Somewhat small experience of what it means to be a climber, but not getting into it fully. Probably for the best. It is almost so peaceful when you see things at such a distance and you see the boats and whatnot. Just bury her where she lay. New spirit of the mountain. I mean, she did well, got a whole, 20 steps. What was I saying? Yeah, when you got, ships and whatnot going so slow in the background, that perspective, everything seems so calm. If you could just sit for a while and see everything in front of you be so still, it would be quite the sight. But that's why I enjoyed astronomy so many years ago. There's no movement, you can just sit and see the unchanging night sky. And since they will now actually be heading to the campsite rather than getting sidetracked or anything. Since there's already been one small issue with their camping, with the idea of being on the beach and that going up in smoke, how many more are they going to encounter? Is the celebrations going to go off without a hitch? Is the teacher ever going to get round to having a little drink? The world really is quite an astounding place when you've got a load of geoactivity and making these sorts of wonders in a relatively close proximity to each other. There are a few things I know of somewhere around Britain. And I think one day maybe it would be cool to go and see some of it, considering it is relatively quite close. Begin to see geological formations like that, personally, is kind of interesting to me. I'm not sure how many other people would also agree, but I think the first time I saw the White Cliffs of Dover, I spent about an hour or so just taking it in. That's when I was probably about 10. Of course, I think everyone else around me was completely bored shitless. Not everyone can really appreciate rock formations. While it's not enough really to go outside and go camping for it, maybe if they're in a large enough group who are also all eager, it might change things. But those two sisters, what a pair. They would be at the gates of hell when they're greeting everyone in with those uncanny eyes. You know you've done something wrong in your life when you have to go up against those two. Lying as easily as they breathe. At least they're having fun with it. Even if it is only causing a minor bit of paranoia and devastation to the girl who fell asleep in the car. There have definitely been days where I have overslept. Maybe not 2 whole days kind of missing from my life, but waking up and thinking that time is like, oh, you've only slept for an hour or 2, but it's actually been 12. It's quite disconcerting. Would not help at all if there was other people kind of really piling on and giving that confirmation. Having to reaffirm exactly who she is, where she is, and what they've been doing. How long is she actually going to stay somewhat trusting of them at this point? We've got big plans on the horizon. The schedule for who will be cooking and what will be cooked. Having a celebration so close, whether or not it's going to stay somewhat secretive and a surprise, really depends on if they let any more people in on the idea. This entire camping trip, while having a little bit of turmoil and turbulence in the execution right now, should go off quite well. At least they're all still in the group and they're having fun together. I'm enjoying Yuru camp. There's not much more I can really say. There's just the sheer calmness and tranquility of the episode has set my brain asleep. Kind of what we wanted from it, to be fair. But if you've enjoyed, let me know. If you leave a like and a comment down below, it helps out the channel, it helps out me, and if you let me know just how much you enjoy it, you might get more in the future. If you want to make sure not to miss out the next episode, consider subscribing. Definitely get yourselves a bit of rest, maybe set an alarm, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be one of the ones waking me in the long car journey that is my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon, because thanks to Noku, Sal, Croyville, Diego Zenhausen, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Lightwizard91, Shioan, Tori Jane and everyone else, I haven't missed out on too much. And thanks to them, we can really enjoy this trip together.